Vegan steakhouse dinner, wine-glazed mushrooms, charred veggie demi, and creamy mashed potatoes. Ingredients: eggplant, steaks, 2 eggplants, stems trimmed, about 12 ounces each, 1 tablespoon cumin seed, 1 tablespoon brown mustard seed, 1 tablespoon peppercorn medley, 2 teaspoon dill seed, 3 tablespoons granulated garlic, 4 teaspoons onion powder, 2 tablespoons smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons mushroom powder, 1 tablespoon dried rosemary, thyme or combination of both, cayenne or red pepper flakes, optional. Basting juice, 750 milliliters bottle of dry red wine, 1 cup fresh beet juice, 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 1 tablespoon vegan bouillon, 4 ounces, 1 stick vegan butter, cut into pieces, 1 4-cup soy sauce or tamari, 1 to 2 tablespoons vegan Worcestershire, 1 tablespoons liquid aminos to taste, steakhouse red wine, glazed mushrooms, 4 ounces trumpet mushrooms, trimmed and sliced, may takes dark, oysters are great as well, extra virgin olive oil, 2 ounces shiitake mushrooms, sliced into bite-sized pieces, 2 tablespoons vegan butter, divided, 2 tablespoons minced shallot, 2 garlic cloves, finely minced, 1 to 3 cup red wine, 1 or 2 cup mushroom stock, good amount of cracked black pepper, splash of vegan Worcestershire sauce, optional, pinch of fresh picked thyme, creamy roasted garlic mash, 6 Yukon Gold potatoes, peeled and diced, about 2 pounds, kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste, 4 tablespoon vegan butter, 1 to 3 cup vegan cream or plant-based milk, 2 roasted garlic cloves, smashed, TBD can use black, sliced chives for serving, optional, charred vegetable melange, demi-glace, 8 ounces mixed mushrooms, ideally portobello and shiitake, 1 small eggplant chopped, about 8 ounces, 2 carrots chopped, about 8 ounces, 2 celery stalks chopped, 6 garlic cloves, smashed, olive oil for cooking, 6 plum tomatoes, halved, about 8 ounces, 2 onions, peeled and sliced into wedges, stems intact and skins reserved, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, 2 cups red wine, 1 strip of kombu, optional, 1 bay leaf, tablespoon of peppercorns, 2 sprigs fresh rosemary or thyme, 4 cups mushroom broth, liquid aminos to taste, dandelion greens for garnish, optional. Cooking instructions: preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Prepare eggplant steaks, or char each eggplant over an open flame on your gas stove. Alternatively, you can broil, turning frequently. Using tongs, rotate eggplant until charred on all sides and just tender. Place in a baking dish big enough for both eggplants. Cover tightly with plastic wrap and set aside until cool enough to handle. Meanwhile, prepare steak rub. In a large sauté pan, toast cumin seed, mustard seed, peppercorn medley, and dill seed over medium-low heat until fragrant. Place in a spice grinder. Alternatively, pound in a mortar and pestle. Mix together with remaining spices. Rub will keep for a few months stored in an airtight container. Once eggplants are cool, peel away skins and discard. Season liberally on all sides with steak, rub, and salt. Drizzle with olive oil and pour enough wine to over eggplant to light cover bottom of the baking dish. Roast in oven for 30-45 minutes, turning once. Carefully with a fish spatula or tongs. Reason and roast for another 30 minutes. Prepare basting juice. In a wide-bottom saucepan, bring remaining wine, beet juice, and rosemary to a rapid boil. Simmer over medium-high heat until mixture reduces to a 1-2 cup. Whisk in bouillon and vegan butter and stir to incorporate. Remove from heat, stirring in soy sauce, Worcestershire, and seasoning with liquid aminos to taste. Reduce heat to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and drizzle eggplant with 1 to 3 cup of juice and cook for 15 minutes. Turning once. Continue to roast eggplant, basting periodically with juice until tender, slightly dehydrated, and eggplant begins to resemble a steak. Prepare steakhouse mushrooms. Heat a skillet over medium-high heat, drizzle 1 tablespoon olive oil into pan and sear trumpet mushrooms, cut side down, until golden. Season with salt and remove from pan. Add shiitakes along with another tablespoon of olive oil. Cook until caramelized, slightly tender, and most of the water has evaporated, about 3 to 5 minutes. Add remaining mushrooms, half the butter, shallots, garlic, season with salt and lots of black pepper. Cook until mushrooms are tender and caramelize it. Sprinkle with thyme. Deglaze pan with wine, pour in stock and simmer until reduced by half. Swirl in remaining butter and season with salt, pepper, and Worcestershire. Keep warm. Creamy garlic. Mash. Place potatoes in a pot and cover with cool water. Bring to a boil and season generously with salt. Simmer until potatoes are fork tender. Meanwhile, in a small pot, prepare garlic cream. Melt butter and cream with garlic cloves. Simmer on low for 3 to 5 minutes. Strain through fine sieve, pressing garlic to ensure maximum flavor. Press potatoes through a resear or mash with a hand mashed until smooth. Return to pot. Fold in cream and season with salt and pepper. Garnish with chives. Charred vegetable mélange demi-glace. Preheat oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Place a baking sheet in the oven to preheat for 2 minutes. Toss mushrooms, eggplant, carrots, celery, and garlic with enough oil to coat lightly. Scatter on preheated baking sheet and roast for 45-50 minutes until caramelized and tender, turning occasionally. Meanwhile, heat a large pot over high heat. Drizzle a touch of oil at the bottom and place tomatoes cut side down in pot. Sear tomatoes and cook until caramelized and begin to wilt. You should have a nice char on the bottom of the pot, about 5-7 minutes. Add onions to pot and, using a wooden spoon, scrape up cooked bits to incorporate. Cook for another 15 minutes until onions are tender and golden brown. Add tomato paste to pan and toast for a minute or two. Deglaze with 1 to 2 cup red wine and cook until nearly gone. Scrape roasted vegetables into pot and pour in remaining red wine, kombu, bay leaf, peppercorns, and rosemary. Bring to a boil and reduce wine by half. Stream in stock and simmer on medium-low for 45 minutes to 1 hour, until veggies are almost falling apart and broth is flavorful, adding water if stock gets too thick. Strain stock, discarding solids, and reduce until resembles a thick sauce. Season with liquid aminos. Salt and pepper. Serve steaks atop a heaping spoonful of creamy mashed potatoes. Spooning glazed mushrooms around steak and a hefty drizzle of charred vegetable demi-glace. Recipe notes. Dry aging steaks enhances flavor and tenderness. The same is true for my vegan steak. Age overnight in the refrigerator with a sprinkling of rub and a drizzling of juice for an even more flavorful dish. Kombu is a great substitute for vegan or vegetarian sauces, offering a depth of flavor and umami without the addition of meat or bones in a traditional stock.